we can see, diagnose, and treat the disease of the body, while that of the heart is waiting for attention. Welcome to section 5 of chapter 13 of the Holy Quran. It begins with sign 32. وَلَقَدْ اسْتَهْزِئَ بِرُسُلٍ مِّن قَبْلِكَ فَأَمْلَيْتُ لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا ثُمَّ أَخَذْتُمْ. In English, mocks were messengers. There is bracketed word there, and that is many. There is a bracketed word. Mocked were, into brackets, many messengers before thee. That's before Muhammad. But I granted respite to the unbelievers, and finally I punished them. Then how terrible was my requital. Then how terrible was my requital. Terrible is in inverted, is in brackets. وَلَقَدْ اسْتَهْزِئَ بِرُسُلٍ مِّن قَبْلِكَ فَأَمْلَيْتُ لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا ثُمَّ أَخَذْتُمْ فَكَيْفَ كَانَ إِكَابِ. Then how was my requital? That he's referring us to the past people, to people who have gone before us. People who have gone before us, min kablika, the nations that have gone past before us. I don't think this is talking about the hereafter. All right. There is commentary to it, 1849 and 2 commentaries, 2 and 1. 1849 and 18450. 1849. Here is comparing us to chapter 6, verse 10. So viewers can go there later. If I attempt to go, I will get lost. I will lose my way. And I can't come back easily. So we compare chapter 6, verse 10. Then 1850. The punishment was in many cases deferred. But when it did come, how terrible and exemplary it was. Yes, so I say this is not about hereafter. It's about peoples before us. We go to sign 33. Afaman huwa kaimun ala kulli nafsin bima kasabat. Afaman huwa kaimun ala kulli nafsin bima kasabat. Is then he who standeth over every soul and knoweth all that it doeth, and knoweth all that it doeth. وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ شُرَكَاءُ كُلْ سَمُوهُمْ وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ شُرَكَاءَ كُلْ سَمُوهُمْ. And that is dubious, like any others. Let me go back. Is then he who standeth over every soul and knoweth all that it doeth, then into brackets, like any others. In other words, is God like any other? Can any other thing equal to he God? وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ شُرَكَاءُ كُلْ سَمُوهُمْ. They ascribe partners to God. Kul, say, but name them. Kul, samuhum, name them. He's telling Muhammad to say, name them. Name the partners that are being ascribed to God. Name them. Kul, samuhum. Uh, am tambi'unahu bima la ya'lamu fil ardi am bizahirin min qawlin aw bizahirin min qawlin. Another question. Let me see if I can read it better. Am am tunabi'u am tunabi'u who am tunabi'unahu bima la ya'lamu fil ardi am bizahirin min al-qawli min al-qawli, yes, min al-qawli. Uh, uh, is it that ye will inform him of something he knoweth not on earth? Or is it just a show of words? Just is in the brackets. Or is it just a show of words? So are you telling God of something he, God, knoweth not on earth? So when you are telling God something, are you thinking that he doesn't know about it? Simple. That's in other words. Uh, Knowest on earth? Or is it just a show of words? Or you are just wasting words? Yes. Oh, he says, it says God says a show of words. I say a waste of words. Because you go and tell God this and that and that and that. Do you think that he doesn't know them already? What you are telling him, he knows them already. Even our prayers. So he says, or is it just a show of words? Okay. بل زين للذين كفروا مكرهم وصدوا عن سبيل وصدوا عن سبيل. English. No. Nay, N-A-Y. Old English, old use. Old English, old use. Nay, sign of exclamation. To those who believe not, they are devising. To those who believe not, comma, their devising seems pleasing. Zuina. Where is it? Zuina lillazina kafaru makruhum. Their devising seems pleasing. Their devising makruhum seems pleasing. Zuina. I've lost that word again. Yeah, Zuina seems pleasing. Makaruhum wasudu an sabilin. Seems devising, but they are kept back thereby from the path. But they are kept back thereby from the path. Sudu and sabilin. Path. Sabil is path. Sudu kept back or bad. Partition something. So sudu is kept back here, interpreted by our elders. Was sudu and sabil. ومن يدل الله ومن يدل الله فما له من هاد فمن يدل الله ما له من هاد. Uh, and those whom God leads astray, and those whom God leads astray, no one can guide. Allahum min hadin, no one can guide. I did this hardin several times. Hardy, we call people hardy, guided or guide. Hardy or huda, guide, guard. So when you hear anything huda, hardin, it's related to guiding. Guiding, Guiding. I mean, hardin, yes. No one can guide, yes. Let's go to the commentary if there's any. Yes, there is. 1852. Did we do 1851? I don't think we did 1851. No, we didn't. Let's go and do 1851 before we go to 52. 1851. It's related to name them. Name them. We read it. We just read it not long ago. We read them. So it says compare chapter 12, sign 40. Compare chapter 12, sign 40. You have but to name your false gods. Oh God. You have but to name your false gods, and you will see that they are nothing but names. They are nothing but names. They only bear names, but they don't bear any cognizance. There is no reality behind them. A full stop before a new sentence. There is no reality behind them, whereas God is the one great reality. He penetrates something through and knows all things. Do you dare to tell him of something on earth that he does not know? Huh? Or is it just a trick or a show of words? So, if you think you are telling God about something on earth that God does not know, you are only wasting your time. Or are you tricking him? In other words, whatever you are telling him about on earth, he knows already, even more than you. All right, let's go to sign 50, sign 1, comment 1852 to sign 33. And it is on devising, Makaruhum, their device. There's note is on devising. Let's see, 1852. All pretenses and fancies seem attractive to their inventors. But alas, they are a great obstruction to the path of religion and truth. Like somebody is caught and taken to the police station. He keeps on telling lies, lies upon lies and lies, not knowing that the police officers know about such lies already. They are used to them. They are used to such lies, such inventions. They are not saying it to please themselves. I mean, those who are saying those things, those who are inventing the lies are only saying it to please themselves. but not the police officers, let alone God. Hmm? Okay. Or even in court, when they tell us, the judge sits down quietly and be listening to them as if he's paying attention. But the judge has listened to those things so many times, over and over and over and over and over. So when you finish, finally, it doesn't help you. They give you 50 years with hard labor. Eh? Oh my God. He has time to listen to you. The judge has time. Not that he will listen to you. He will listen to you. He has time. He give you all the time in the court to listen to you. That's how God behaves. Hmm? He will listen to you all right. But all that you are saying is rubbish compared to what he knows. So all that you say in the courtroom is rubbish compared to what the judge knows and is very, very well acquainted with. He doesn't make use of it. He just, after that, he just brushes everything aside. Hmm? Okay. Uh, they are a great obstruction to the path of religion and truth. Full stop. However, if by their contumacy they have cut themselves off from God's grace, who can guide them or reclaim them from their errors? Nobody can guide them. When the judge gives his judgment, nobody can save the criminal. He must go to jail straight. After that, you put handcuff on him and march him to his cell. Gabadia, pardon me, Gabadia is my own word. Hausa word means at once. Eh? Okay. Claim their from their errors. Yes, that's comment 1852 to sign 33. We now go to sign 34. لهم عذاب في الحيوات الدنيا لهم عذاب في الحيوات الدنيا. For them is a penalty. For them is a penalty in the life of this world. But that's not the end of the penalty. In the life of this world. And there is a commentary to read against this world. We'll go to it when we finish the verse or the sign. Oh, okay, it's even stated there. But about dunya, well, azabul ahiratu ashakun. Well, azabul ahiratu ashakun. Well, azabul ahirati ashakun. Dunya, this one. But harder, ashaku, but harder, truly, is the chastisement of the hereafter. But harder, truly, is the chastisement of this hereafter. Azabul ahirati, chastisement of the hereafter. Ashakun, harder, truly. Um, وما لهم وما لهم من الله من واكٍ وما لهم من الله من واكٍ. Uh, and defender have they none against God. And defender have they none against God. In other words, they have no defender against God. This is old English. This is how English used to be spoken centuries back. وَمَا لَهُمْ مِنَ اللَّهِ مِنْ وَاكٍ. And defender have they none against God. There's commentary to read 1853. 1853. Let's see. The consequences of sin may be felt in this life. itself. The consequences of sin may be felt in this life itself, but they are nothing compared to the final penalties in the life to come. In other words, if you go to prison in this life for a crime, well, that is not the end. God can still bring about his own judgment and penalty, harsher one, in the hereafter. He can choose to forgive you depending on your behavior. Like the court will say, depending on when you are on parole, they can decide to let you go or take you back if you are recalcitrant. So, but this one says the punishment of the hereafter is harsher because this is not court. It just leaves you, it just gives you some small punishment in this world. But hereafter, you still get a harsher and truer punishment. That's sign 1853. That's commentary 1853 to sign 34. We're now going to sign 35. متى الجنة التي وعد المتقون متى الجنة التي وعد المتقون. The parable of the garden Jannati, which the righteous mutakuna are promised. Wa'adin, promise. من تحتها الأنهار من تحتها الأنهار. Beneath it flow rivers. الأنهار تجري flows rivers. الأنهار. أكلوها دائما أكلوها دائما وزلوها أكلوها دائما وزلوها. Perpetual is the fruit thereof and the shade therein. Perpetual is the fruit thereof and the shade therein. أكلوها, the fruits. أكلوها, the fruits. دائما, perpetual. دائما, perpetual. دائما, sorry, دائما, perpetual. وزلوها, as well as the shade therein, as well as its shade, that is the shade of the garden. تلك عقبى الذين تتقوا. تلك عقبى الذين اتقوا. Where is it? Such is the end. Sorry, yes. Such is the end of the righteous. Tilka. Tilka Ugba Alazina Itaku. Tilka Ugba Alazina Itaku. That is the end of the righteous. Then we go to the other side. Parent. Those who reject faith. We are going there now. وأقبى الكافرين النار. وأقبى الكافرين النار. And the end of the unbelievers is the fire. النار. Kafirun, unbelievers. The end. Ukba. Commentary 184 and 185. 2 and 186. Three of them. 4, 5, 6. One is against thereof, the other is against therein, and the third is against fire. So let's go to 44. But the comprehensive meaning of the root akala, into brackets literally, into brackets literally, to eat, brackets close. So akala, to eat, literally. C, C 7, that's C766 and note 776. It's been explained there already. Viewers, you can go back and check. Okay, full stop. In its derived meaning, it means fruit and enjoyment of all kinds. So the meaning that is derived from here, that's how Arabic is. Fruits and enjoyment. Akaluha, kaluha. Comma, enjoyment of all kinds, comma, spiritual as well as other. Spiritual as well as other. The joys of heaven are not like the joys of the earth. Goys. The joys of heaven are not like the joys of the earth, comma, while like the joys of the earth, which fade away or cloy, which fade away or cloy. Cloy is spelled Cloy. The joys of the earth fade or cloy. That of the hereafter never fade, never cloy, forever, perpetual, all of the time, to satisfy our hearts. Okay. The joys of heaven are pure. Okay. The joys of heaven are pure, comma, lasting, comma, and without any of the drawbacks which we associate with the joys of the sense, sense. So when you go to heaven, the joys there have no setbacks, nothing at all, perpetual, constant, all of the time. Okay, we go to 85, zilun, and zilun means shade. Zilun, literally shade, hence, literally shade, hence, shade, comma, hence, comma, shelter, comma, protection, comma, security, comma, a full stop, security, full stop. All these meanings are implied, full stop. Shade is one of the delights of the garden. Compare chapter 6, verse 57, and note 579. Viewers, you can go back. Okay, now we go to 1856, and that is against fire, 1856. In this, comma, as in other places, comma, the fire is contrasted with a garden, comma, as misery, as contrasted, as misery, I'm sorry, pardon me, as misery is contrasted with bliss. So the fire is contrasted with a garden as misery is contrasted with bliss. Full stop. We can also imagine other incidents in contrast with those of the garden. Each of the garden, e.g., e.g., with the fire, i.e., e.g., sorry, with the fire will be drought. With the fire will be drought, Drougght. With the fire will be drought, aridity, aridity, thirst. Hence, instead of beautiful rivers, semicolon, pain and suffering instead of perpetual delight, that's in hell, in the fire, pain and suffering instead of perpetual delight, semicolon. No protection against the falseness, no protection against the falseness of the heat, comma, as contrasted with the cool shades, ever deepening as you proceed in the garden. That's commentary 1856, the last of three to sign 35. Sign 35. We now go to sign 36. Mm. والذين والذين آتيناهم الكتاب يفرحون والذين آتيناهم الكتاب يفرحون بما أنزل إليك. Those to whom we have given the book rejoice at hath been revealed. What has been revealed unto thee, Ileka. Ileka. ومن الأحزاب ومن الأحزاب من من ينكر من ينكر بعده من ينكر بعده ومن الأحزاب من ينكر بعده. But there are among the clans, those who reject a part thereof. Bagdahu, a part thereof. But there are among the clans those who reject a part thereof. Bagdahu, let's go there. Waminal yunkiru, waminal azab, minal azab. Last was the word used here for it. Clans, azab, class, minal azab. Among the clans, azab. Oh. ومن العذاب من ينكر بعدهم those who reject a part of it. Then it adds kul. Where is it? Kul innama umirtu an abudu Allah wala ashrika bihi. Innama umirtu an abudu Allah wala ushrika bihi. Where is this? Say, where am I? Say, I am commanded, umirtu, say, I am commanded to worship God, and ibudu Allah, and not to join partners with Him. Wala yushriku bihi, and not to join partners with Him. Kul umirtu bihi, and ibudu Allah, wala ushriku. No, wala ushrika bihi, and not to join partners with him. Ilayhi adu wa ilayhi ma'abin. إليه أدعو ال- إليه أدعو وإليه مآب. Uh, unto him do I call, أدعو, unto him do I call, or do I pray? Hmm? They are the same. Unto him do I call, and unto him is my return. Hmm? إليه أدعو وإليه مآب, my return. Uh, let's see the commentaries there in, if there's any. Yes, there is comment. No, no, no. There is commentary 1857. Commentary 1857. I think there is another one. 1858 or so. 1857. I can see 1857. And then commentary 1857. Yeah, and commentary 1858. I've seen it now. So two commentaries on sign 36. 1857 first. The book. This is to explain the book. In a general sense, the book, in a general sense, revelation. I love that. So, listeners, take note. When I say the book, it's the sum of all the messages of God from earlier days to the time of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The book, maybe from the time of Abraham or so like that. They are all summed up in the book. Okay, so the book, in general sense, revelation, full stop. Those to whom the book have been given are both one, two types. One, the people of the book of previous revelations, the people of the book of previous revelation, minus that of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who studied the who studied the new revelation in Arabic without prejudice. The people of the book of previous revelations, who studied the new revelation, thus the Quran, in Arabic without prejudice, and find in it confirmation of what their ancestors had received and believed in it. Then two, the Muslims who received the Quran with such joy. So those who received the early revelations referred to as the book, and those who have received the Quran also referred to as the book. So the book is one, but coming in many phases at different times to different messages. That is 1857. No, we haven't finished it yet. Instead of perpetual delight, no protection against the falseness. No. That's 56. We've read it already. We went to Muslims who received the Quran with such joy. I think we finished that with commentary 1857. We now go to commentary 1858. Ahzab, clans. Ahzab, I think that's clans. Plural, Hizb. Ahzab, plural is Hizb. Equals partners, sects. And so Ahzab, when you hear Ahzab, it means partners, sects, troops, clans. They all are embodied in the meaning of Ahzab, and clans, full stop. The reference may be to the clans mentioned in 33:20 and 22, into brackets, that whole surah is called Ahzab. Yes, Surah Al-Ahzab, 21 and 20. Uh, that whole surah, into brackets, that whole surah is called Ahzab. And the meaning of Ahzab is here. Partners, sects, troops, and clans. Uh, but we can understand it in a perfectly general sense. Full stop. Among all sections of the people, there are persons who should receive a portion of God's truth, but reject whatever does not suit them or fall in their or fall in with their selfish aims or vain desires. Uh, it happens. Most of us, when something suits us in the scriptures, we smile. When it doesn't suit us, oh, we frown. We frown. Okay. Aims or vain desires. Full stop. The proper answer to them is surely God's command is universal. Dash and hyphen. To worship and serve Him and refuse to bend the knee to any other. And refuse to bend the knee to any other. Uh, Semicolon. The man of God finds his staff and support in it. The man of God finds his staff and support in it. Semicolon. But he must invite all to share in its blessings. Semicolon. It seems, sorry, from the semicolon. It came from God, and to God shall we all return. It came from God, and to God shall we all return. That's 158, commentary 15 to commentary 1858, the second commentary to sign 80, no, to sign 37. Sign 37. We now go, as opposed to the third commentary. So there are seven, 8, 9 to the third commentary. And what is it? Uh, it is against no. It is against authority, judgment of authority. Okay, the Quran is in Arabic. Yes, the Quran is in Arabic. Semicolon. Therefore, the Arabs among them, the the Quran is in Arabic. Therefore, the Arabs among them it was promulgated. Among whom? Not among them. I think I'm beginning to feel sleepy. Okay. Uh, uh, after this, we're left with one sign. Okay. So, among them, it was promulgated. Sorry, among whom it was promulgated, comma, could have no difficulty in understanding its precepts, understanding its precepts, and using it in judging, of right and wrong in all their affairs. Full stop. But it is also universal. Therefore, no one should give preference to its own vain fancies. No one should give preference to his own. No one should give preference to his own vain fancies against the authoritative declaration. And that's the third sign, the third commentary to sign 36. To sign 36. We now go to sign 37. No, what I read was commentary to 37 rather. I haven't gotten there yet. So we are now going to comment sign 37. Mm. وكذلك أنزلنا وكذلك أنزلناه حكما عربيا كذلك أنزلناه حكما وعربيا. Thus have we revealed it to be a judgment of authority in Arabic. Arabian in Arabic. Uh, uh, yes, judgment of authority. That's 1853. No problem. We'll read it again a second time. We read it when we hadn't gotten there yet. Now we've gotten there, so we'll read it again. To be judgment of authority. كذلك أنزلناه حكما عربيا Arabic. ولئن اتبعت ولئن اتبعت أهواءهم بعدما جاءك من العلم ما لك من الله من ولي ولا واكن من ولي ولا واكن. Thus have we revealed to thee the judgment of authority in Arabic. Wert thou to follow their vain desires after the knowledge which hath reached thee, then wilt thou find neither protector nor defender against God. There are two words here in brackets. When wert thou to follow vain their desires, or their vain desires, the vain is in brackets, their vain desires after knowledge had reached them, min bagda ja'athum al-ilma, min bagda ja'atka, ada ja'aka min ilmin, ma laka min al-waliyun wala wakin. Then wouldst thou find neither protector, waliyun, nor defender, wakin. Either protector, waliyun, nor defender, wakin. Illa bi iznillahi. Illa bi iznillahi. No. We finish sign 37. What I'm going to is, or what I've entered is sign section 6 rather, which is sign 38. And so, min waliyin wala wakin, no protector and no defender. That's the end of section 5, or sign 37. Let's go to commentary for it. It's two folds, 1859 and 1860. 1589 we read again. Let's go fast. The Quran is in Arabic, therefore the Arabs among whom it was promulgated could have no difficulty in understanding its precepts and using it in judging right and wrong in all their affairs. But it's also universal, therefore no one should give preference to his own vain fancies against the authoritative declaration, which is the Quran. We go to commentary 60. And 60 is against what word? 60 is against defender. Waliyun wala wakin. Waliyun wala wakin. 60. Compared to chapter 2, 120, the variation is in the single word wak. The variation is in the single word work or working as I read it. Here in place of Nasr, eh? Here in place of Nasr, Waliyun wa Nasr should have been Waliyun wa Nasr. Here in place of Nasr in chapter 2, 120, full stop. In each case, the apt word is chosen not only for the rhythm in its own passage, but for the general meaning in the argument. Let's go to the comment. No, yeah, let's go to the commentary. There was commentary for it. 159, 160. We've done 159 already. Viewers, you can go back and listen to it or and view it. Now we go to 60. Compare 120. The variation is in the single word work. Here, it's in work here in place of nasr. In it, in place of nasr in it. Full stop. 120, 120, comma, in each case, the abrupt word is chosen not only for the rhythm in its own passage, but for the general meaning in the argument. And that's the end of commentary 1861. Commentary 1861 of section 5. Sorry, of sign 37 of sign 37 of section 5 of sign 37 of section 5, yes, of section 5 of chapter 13. When we come back, viewers, we shall go to section 6. I wouldn't waste time. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Au revoir. May God bless you all.